Well, if I knew that question was coming, I'd have had my Sports Illustrated that has shame on the front with the dude that looks like Richie Farmer. If you remember that, it's down in my collection in the basement. Yeah, I got on right in the middle of that last year as an intern, and it was just, I mean, a mess. I knew Rex pretty well, Sean Sutton, all those guys were about my age, and in school with me at the same time, and so I knew enough that it was a mess. Um, and of course, as the season drug on, and I think we ended up 13-19. That sticks out in my mind. Um, and we're talking about the new AD. They're talking about the new basketball coach, and just, I mean, there was nothing. We had nothing. Nothing. It was going down the tubes completely. There was nothing left of the program. And so the first thing we do is CM Newton. I remember the first glimmer of hope is him answering questions at the SEC tournament as head coach at Vanderbilt that he was being targeted as the next athletics director. He admitted as much, and I think that gave a lot of people hope because he was one of us, right? Part of the 51 team and national championship team, and obviously very successful as a coach. And so he knew basketball. And so that was good. He comes in April, and now we got to hire a basketball coach. And wait a minute, he's going after a Rick Pitino at the Knicks? Are you kidding me? And of course, Lute Olson was in the mix. There was others that were always mentioned every time the job opened.
Right.
When Joe B left, and then when Eddie left, and I remember PJ Carlissimo coming in and interviewing.
Yeah.
I mean, every time somebody came in, we did a press conference with them. You don't do that anymore. It's just on the interviews.
Right.
It was quite a different era. I'll tell you that. And yet, when Rick showed up and told everybody to buy tickets and had that thick accent and all that confidence in the world, like he had all that confidence that you were like, well, I think this guy actually thinks he's going to get it done. I tell you, that's one of several that stand out because we're such underdogs. Reggie Hansen was our starting center. I mean, and you're going to you got Shaq in there. You got, like you said, a all-world guard and Chris Jackson. And I remember Mashburn squaring off because I was sitting press row. It happened right in front of me, in front of the basket, squaring off with Shaq, and I was like, "Oh no, don't do that!" It just, I mean, just the size difference, and other than the comeback game down at Baton Rouge, where we were down, 31 with 17 to play, or 34 with 17 to play, came back and won that when Dale was completely lost. This was the other time where he was just completely outcoached, outcoached, and the crowd, it was as loud as it's ever been. There's only a few times where they just like that. It was the max crowd, and it was that night because they knew they had to help too. So just the whole combination of the evening and some of the scrappiness that was happening and how well the game was played just makes it one of those great games, Mike.